Today I'm going to be doing a quick little walkthrough and demonstration of the 2-in-1 outdoor burning stove. Look at this thing. So this is by a company called Fitinhot, and you can kind of see right here on the package what it looks like when it's fully assembled. This thing just came in. I did open it up and look over it. So let me go ahead and pull all this stuff out of here and show y'all exactly what you get when you get one of these in the mail. Right, now I got it opened up here. Let me go ahead and show you. This thing is packed extremely tight, and you know what? It's very well packaged. It's packaged with this like padding right here. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and take out all of the padding. Wow, this thing feels extremely premium. It looks awesome. Look how shiny it is. You almost don't want to like burn it because it's so shiny. You can look over it here, and look how nice and engraved all that stuff is. And this right here does two things. You know, it's for aesthetic when you look at it, but it also adds air, so it's very vented, so it can. And here's the actual carrying handle. You know what? Looking at it, there's not much assembly required. Looks like you get a little set of instructions. Kind of gives you a brief breakdown of all the safety precautions and all of that. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put that together, and then I'll come back and I'll show y'all exactly how I put it together, and I'll kind of go over it briefly here. All right, everybody, I took everything out. What I like to do when I get these items is I take everything out and I lay it out to make sure that I have everything that's included in the instructions. And here it is. Here's the grill. Here's the backing, two backing plates. Here's a bottom piece or a top piece that goes on there, and all of the gas fittings. And there's the propane gas fitting. And this thing right here is made for picking it up and carrying it around. So everything, and look, check it out. They even give you a little heat resistant gloves. How cool is that? So yeah, everything's with it. I'm going to go ahead and put all the gas stuff on. It's technically kind of set up now for wood, but we're going to put gas on it and light it up with one of my little canisters just to see how that works. So let me go ahead and do that now. There it is. I just put it all together. It was super simple, and all you do is set this down and that locks into place. I did run it a little bit, so that might be a little hot. This grill grate goes on top like that, but if you didn't want to run the grill, you could run these things like this right here. See these little slots right there? That's what this is for. This goes down in there. So check it out. You can use these grill tops right here. So that's like a preheater top deal, and that's like a cooker right there. And if you want to take them off, you just pick them up like that, because if they're going to be hot, they're going to, I mean, I ran it a little bit so it's not super hot, and then the grill goes on there just like that. Is that not cool? And you also have a little area here for setting things up. If you want to set a pan here ready to go on, you see the bottom, these are foldable legs that actually collapse under itself right there. And then to work the butane, you run it, you screw it in right here, and this is a separate fitting. Then you got your hose that runs to a canister, and all that does is screw down in there. And listen to this. I have my torch lighter. Both sides are lit up right now. I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but there is flames flying out of that thing. Does that not look awesome? I can feel the heat coming off of that. So there's the actual propane setup right here. And then if you're wanting it, then obviously you turn this knob right here to turn it up and down. And then another thing I had to put together was this thing right here. You put a little knob right here on this, and this is for catching your ashes. So you see how that goes down in there, and then this little thing. I think I'm gonna have to take a screwdriver and tighten that up so that goes right down in there like that. And then to open up and put wood in is right here. And that's where you would open it and put wood, but you can also add more oxygen to it right there. I'm gonna go ahead and throw some wood in it and build a little fire and let y'all see what it looks like with the wood in there. Maybe I'll try to cook one with wood and then one with propane. That sounds like a lot of back and forth, but we'll see what we can do. So let me go ahead and click over to doing that now. All right, everybody, I showed the actual propane, the butane part working there. I think the number one use for this thing, I have the hickory barbecue chunks, and these things are awesome. I've used these before and highly recommend them. And now we're going to use it as a wood pit. And what I'm going to do, so now using wood in it, I use my Quick Survive, you know, little fire starters here. These things are awesome. I will leave a link at the bottom on how to pick up one of these. And what this is just a little fire starter right here. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put this down in there like that. I just spread a little wood chunks around. Start that, and you see how well that starts. Put that down in there like that. And that won't take but a minute to get this thing started. Start starting to get lit up. I'm gonna go ahead, and because I have the little hanger here, I can easily put the tops on each side. So I'm gonna go ahead and slide them in and let that start heating up. Really cooking up now. See how the flames are starting to come out in there? This thing works awesome. It's already cooked almost both of these hot dogs completely right now. This side over here is still heating up the water. I might switch them out here in a minute. Once the hot dogs get done, I'll move them over here. But I absolutely love this thing, the way it's cooking up these hot dogs. This looks awesome. I went ahead and closed up the air duct here to slow it down, and that's gonna lower it down a little bit. I went ahead and moved the hot dogs over here and then put the water over here to get the boil going. All right, there it is, everybody. It's to a complete boil. Check this thing out. It's been going for maybe about 5 minutes. I have my temperature gun here, and looking at that, that's 400 degrees on this side, and this side over here is at 518, 576 as far as your grill here. So this thing gets extremely hot, so you want to be careful around it, but it cooks up very well. I've been very impressed with this. And my water, you see my water's at 217. And I know how hot that is because I grabbed it a while ago. So I'm going to use the supplied gloves here and then take my boiling water off real quick, set it down right there. But yeah, there it is, everybody. That's the Fitinhot propane and wood grill. Check this thing out, and fire pit. A little bit of everything. See you guys in the next video. Woo!